Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcast, Donor for Unification. Today I have a 1 vs 1 for you on Moonbase ED. On the left side, playing Sisters of Battle, we have cklempay. And on the other side, on the western side, playing TheLaughingMax, we have Keuken. Really nice to see Keuken back in action. He was away for quite a while. He plays Tau, so he is. I know that he played a lot of vanilla factions, so whatever he says. So he goes for more or less standard Tau barracks into 2 stealth suit into jetpacks, and cklempay is going for seraphims as it looks like, and 2 missionaries. I know that cklempay is playing quite a lot of Sisters of Battle. I have seen quite a lot of games on Dream on FKR's channel. I did some seraphim opener, some very interesting missionary opener, which you can do in Unification that I wasn't aware of. So if you wanted to see something special, look over there. Getting 2 seraphims and spending... Oh, he does actually the vanilla build where you delete your armory, so you get more power and more requisition. Requisition, of course, you need for the listening post, but also the power allows you, I think you get 15 power back, so you can get 3 more seraphim models out early on. So this is a very optimized build order used in vanilla quite a way. And we see a fire warrior opening, not fire warrior into Tau commander, using his fire warrior squad to cap a strategic point to be fast on the map with his stealth suits. We should actually see his side of map, so his stealth suit is already here, and most importantly this stealth suit is already over here. Missionary now trying to hit this stealth suit. That's a very nice combination of units, because the stealth suit, as the name suggests, is stealth, but the missionary is the detection unit for Sisters of Battle. So, and yeah, what is also good that you use the fire warriors to keep in your base is that you want to more or less be defensive as Tau Empire anyway, so might as well have your fire warriors in the base doing something instead of just sitting there. Probably using now the fire warriors to cap this and the stealth suit going for the relic, I would assume. But we have now here the 2 squads of seraphims moving along. The missionary should move away or he will get killed, but okay, now flanking maneuver on these fire warriors. The fire warriors are really bad at dealing with this. You could also, and maybe should, force melee combat with the seraphims. The seraphims do okay melee combat, and he does just that, and these fire warriors are nothing in melee combat. Is he getting a 3rd squad is the question. He is not enough stuff for it. He actually reinforced those. That is a mistake. Probably reinforcing them. No, he's actually reinforcing them to max. This is a mistake by Keuken. You want to have only like 3 models. If you lose some, you may want to get them back, but you want to rather produce another fire warrior squad. So then you have 3 fire warrior squad and against 2 squads of seraphim. So 1 squad will fire all the time instead of 2 running away and only the Tau commander firing. So this is a slight misplay by Keuken. Slight, I mean quite a big misplay. And there's another misplay is by cklempay here, that he lost 1 squad, the attack move on some squad. Is he actually losing a squad? No, there's 2 squads still here, but one only have 2 models. He does he have a generator now? No, so every seraphim model he cannot, he needs to build a generator, because at some point he will not be able to reinforce those seraphims, whereas Keuken could be in theory reinforce them to high heavens, and he stops now reinforcing them. Maybe it was an emergency right click on the reinforcement button so that he would have the squad survive, but the new squad is exactly as much money as reinforcing 3 models, so it's nothing to lose in that sense. So you could even lose a squad and rebuild it and have the same net loss as if losing 3 models by reinforcing 1 squad. But enough for the numbers here. We have now here stealth suit that cannot be detected yet. There will be a missionary at some point. No, there's 1 missionary over here looking at this stealth suit. I do not think even with melee or range this is a good fight, because the melee is powerful but will push the stealth suit back, so he will not be able to deal damage, and his ranged bolt pistol is nothing to really write home about. But okay, now this point that was cheekily kept by cklempay is now getting back in the hands of the Tau Empire of Keuken, but I would assume their economy is well in favor of the Sisters of Battle, so it's now yeah, there's a generator going up. I would like it more on the backside, but okay. It's now time for TheLaughingMax to do some damage because, yeah, the economy is pretty high for Sisters of Battle. There's 2 squads of Seraphims, but now we have the 3rd squad of Fire Warriors that we were all waiting about. He could, in theory, also go for a next one, but I think he just powers generators now, yes, so he can go to tier 2. I think he would need, depending on if he continues to build Fire Warriors, even a 3rd generator. So is he building a 3rd one, or is he getting a... Actually upgrading a listening post, isn't he? Yeah, something going on. He had to cancel it and upgrade this one. Oh, this is really sad times for TheLaughingMax. All these forces are under attack to deal some damage for the economy, but the very mobile Seraphims using this time to kill generators, and with enough Seraphims to do quite a lot of damage to generators. The economy is still looking very strong for the Sisters of Battle for cklempay, so he can hit the tier 2 button shortly. He's building something from here. It's a Battle Sister squad that will be absolutely murdered here if it stays here, so not sure what the reasoning behind this is. You maybe rather want to have the Cannoness. So we have a lot kind of base trade scenario. I'm not sure. Two squads of Seraphims should be able to kill the listening post here, but he's now getting his Seraphims back to defending duty. Is he jumping another time? Then he would not have any jumps back to get out. There's only 2 jumps, so I would like to see a trap here, but yeah, against the missionaries I'm not sure. So now we have the Cannoness as well. The Cannoness was already out, so Cannoness tying down the Tau Commander, getting quite a lot of damage. Then the Seraphims going into melee combat. The Battle Sister squad also, no, they just stand here and firing, reinforced to almost max. So this is a tier 1 bare knuckle fist fight if I have seen one. There's a Flamer now for the Tau Commander trying to do some AoE damage and some additional damage, but he gets focused by the Battle Sister Seraphim, still focusing down on the Fire Warrior squad, but there are 3 Fire Warriors and only 2 Seraphims, so they should be able to fire now, and this should hurt the Seraphims quite well. The Seraphims refocusing, but these guys now focusing their efforts on those. So maybe the Battle Sister squad should focus 1 and the Seraphims should focus 2 in melee, because this one is out of commission and these 2 are standing. The Seraphims in theory could also jump back to focus on this fight, so because they are way out of combat, but there's some miss-micro here. You will lose the micro battle at some point if you have to micro back and back and back. A lot of firing all over the map. The Cannoness full health, the Tau Commander only like a quarter health, a third of her health, but still getting focused and will lose more HP. This listening post is not up yet. The builder could be focused and this would be quite a hit in the economy. There's the stealth suit dying. Seraphims, they're tier 2. Keuken is tier 2. We see the Visage ability increasing their damage by 10 or 15% and giving them morale immunity. Tier 2 is on the way for... is it? No, there's a turret here and more generators. He's not yet tier 2. He's also not having the relic points, so the economy should still be in favor for Sisters of Battle. But Sisters of Battle bleeding models now, and I think now would be a good time to get out of this base. There's a turret and a listening post firing here, and this is the point. Yeah, the Seraphims moving out, and the Battle Sisters should move away, but moving away from a Tau firing line is very, very painful. But these are unupgraded fireworks, 3 squads of them. You could add the next one, a 4th one actually, if you have a tier 1 fighting force instead of reinforcing them. This is something I tell again and again and again. But this listening post actually got up. The builder was not focused down in time. Seraphims now using the time where they've fled to do something useful in the sense of decapping this critical location. Manufactorium is on the way. What do we have? Celestians as well on the way. Another generator. So no upgrades for them because he killed the armory, the pristine sanctuary. But Manufactorium leads to probably some lighting fighter jets. Yeah, there's still only Fire Warriors here, and lighting fighter jet with no anti-vehicle is, no joke. I mean, the Fire Warriors do okay damage against some minor vehicles. Yeah, Path Enlightenment is halfway done, building up the economy back, but oh, this is quite an economy update, bonus. The economy lead. I was missing words here for cklempay still. Fire warriors now using their time attacking one of these outer listening posts, which in turn gets them a bit of out of position, but this listening post is upgraded so they have something to fall back on. We have some seraphims on this side, not sure what their sense of it is apart from scouting, because you will not be able to engage this forward position here with just seraphims. Even upgrade on, oh, this is gonna hurt. Is he trying to delay the path of enlightenment? No, he's just going back and scouting, I guess, but yeah, noticing that there's always every point is upgraded, so they're now attacking the barracks for some reason. Okay, and now we have the lightning fighter jet going ham on the system, was actually outranging it as well. I think if you manual fire you can hit the lightning fighter, not that you will deal a lot of damage, but yeah. Now that you're tier 2, you could also upgrade this drone sensor turrets into missile turrets, for example, which would be a good option against this lightning fighter jet. Where's the Tau Commander actually? Tau Commander is here in the midst of his Fire Warrior Battalion. He could jump here, hopefully he has the missile pod already, he is about to, and now he can try to focus down this lightning fighter. The lightning fighter now focuses down on the turrets. The turrets do not have a lot of power. There's a missionary in the midst of Celestian Sword doing his lay hands ability, which increases the health regeneration by quite a bit, so they are tanking while the rest is attacking. Celestian also have very high armor class, higher armor class than the normal Sisters of Battle, and also the Seraphims. Seraphims and Sisters of Battle have heavy infantry medium, and Celestian has heavy infantry high armor, which is the same armor class as, for example, Terminators or Fire Warriors with their Carrion upgrade. More builders. There's actually a broadside battlesuit for more defensive purposes. These lightning fighters, they are a little too close to the stealth suits and will deal quite a lot of damage. The Tau Commander will survive, and these guys will, I think, not survive here. Look at the health bars. The one is almost down, is jumped to, I think they missed their upgrade. No, they have it. Interesting, they have just low range. Is it stunned? I think they stunned it now and deal quite a lot of damage. Jesus, they both survived, so they can, in theory, be repaired. Whew. Quick time to breathe it. Instead of a turret, we now have a broadside battlesuit. Is it in range for this battlesuit? It is, and killing one model, killing another model, killing a third model. When it hits, it kills a model each time. Boom. And you see the Celestians can actually withstand one hit, but not a second one. Cannon is using her blinding ability in the middle. So we have the feared Fire Warriors and Stealth Suit combination in tier 2. I would like to see some Preachers. And yeah, Pathfinders. You definitely want Pathfinders. The advanced pulse rifle is a little late, but looking at his economy, that's why. 100 power is not easy to get. The lightning fighter jets getting repaired. That's something I saw cklempay doing quite a lot. He tries to repair them. We have now the Holy Reliquary. And this means, yeah, we see the old man. There's the old man, the Confessor. Increasing the damage of all units around by, I think, 10 to 20% something. You want to add him to a Celestian squad, so this is the perfect squad to add him. Oh, but the Celestians, they chose the wrong way. They have a high armor class, they have a lot of health regeneration. But is this a fight they want to join in? The Seraphims joining in, the Lightning Fighters coming in, so they stumbled into this fight. They're getting actually marked by the Pathfinders as well and deleted. A full Celestian squad deleted because they were out of position. Probably better choice was to go back, but yeah, it's hindsight is 2020. The Tau actually kept this point on the north, the point on the south is in the hands of the Sisters of Battle, so we have more or less equal points now. And how's the economy? Is it equal? It's almost equal, but with a big power advantage for Sisters of Battle. They should be, yeah, they're on the way to tier 3, and yeah, Tau is not very near to it. The Lightning Fighter is trying to kill the system post, but getting ambushed by some stealth suits and will die if they not move out of here very shortly, and they both died. 3 squads of stealth suits here, Jesus. And now the siege of the system post begins with the broadside battlesuit. So he brought it over to the middle. He could in theory also get his critical location with one of his stealth suits, and now would need to get to this point as well for one of the stealth suits. I think this was also a glowing one, right? Which is a little mistake. You should always get the glowy add-ons on your home thingies. 2 Celestial squads are on the way. One should hit the field soon-ish, and yeah, the Confessor will probably join. He has no Melter Pistols because he has no Sanctuary. So Melter Pistols for... Melter Pistols, it's Inferno Pistol for the Canoness, and Confessor would be really, really nice. They would deal quite a lot of damage. I think you can also get another Commander here, but yeah, he's all on the way of upgrading to tier 3. You want the Prismantine Sanctuary, you want to rebuild it. I would recommend to rebuild it now as well, because you also get the armor upgrade and in tier 3 also the damage upgrade for your infantry, and he has quite a lot of infantry still, so they would benefit quite a bit. And you get the Feral Leap, not the Feral Leap, the general leap ability for your for your Seraphims. But he is getting an Exorcist tank to go in the ranged fight against these Tau. And Keuken is doing the right thing, getting the Pathfinders not so much, but getting the Firewall Chasserie, not reinforcing them too much. The Chasserie does more damage, and yeah, you want to have more squads rather than having more models. He has the power for it. Is he getting... Yes, he's getting a vehicle beacon, not tier 3. I was thinking he might maybe get tier 3. Actually, this time having a snare trap here as well, but the Exorcist doing what Exorcists do, just disrupting, dealing morale damage. And yeah, they will now be forced into the range of this listening post, where they will deal quite a lot of damage. But I think, yeah, the broadside battlesuit is heavy enough that it will not be affected by the knockback. And this is a rock. Oh, this is painful for Tau. No devilfish transport to get him out of here, so they need to run through all of this here. The Exorcist is getting focused by the stealth suits, but yeah, the firewalls and the broadside battlesuit. Broadside battlesuit dies, and the fire warriors are here in the middle of this base and getting roasted by the inferno cannons of the listening post. The Exorcist is getting away. Oh. And he tried to stun it seems, but sometimes the stun doesn't work. Vanilla problems, it really is. Stealth suits jumping over. I'm not sure if the Magifier is actually what's the word, detecting or not. Actually getting also the veteran superiors, which all would get Inferno Pistols. So you really want to get your armory back up and get Inferno Pistols. It's all worth it in the end. I would suppose the Exorcist is really nice to have, so this is what he prioritized, but I would still recommend to get the armory upgrades. The Firewall is now getting the Confessor ability. Boom! Big Confessor AoE. I think you have to research it from the Prismine, not the Holy Reliquary. So, and yeah, costs some faith as well. So this was quite a big boom. Barracuda now out, still tier 2. No way near tier 3. I mean, he has the money, so he could drop tier 3 right now, and he is the Mont Car command post, so it's not over yet, it looks like. I was thinking that cklempay has it now. He has now the Castigator as well, but he's not getting the upgrade, so he's kind of slipping a bit. Has a lot of income getting vehicle upgrade and another Castigator, but he has so much power, he could in theory get the armory, and also he could almost get the tier 4 building as well. So I think he's probably saving up for the tier 4, I think. The Castigator can kill this Barracuda, but Castigator getting stunned by the stealth suit, so really good micro on these stealth suits, getting quite a lot of damage done on this Castigator. I don't think he will be able to kill it once it will be able to fight back or not. This listening post dying again, this time to some stealth suit harassment here. The stealth suits can stay out of the detection range of the strategic point and still attacking. Oh, this Castigator getting so much damage. Jesus, ouch, ouch, getting killed. The stealth suits here getting killed as well. And where is the Tau army? The Tau army is actually back in the base, because the remnants of the army, that is, the Confessor ability dealt quite a lot of damage. The Seraphims here being a nuisance, attacking this point. Which point is this? klempay, so this is still... No, this is now again Sisters of Battle, but this is now Keukens. So the points getting swapped left and right, but in the end it is almost tier 3 for... It is almost tier 3 for the Tau Empire, Jesus, for Keuken, and no tier upgrade for klempay. I think klempay could have afforded the tier 4 a building already and be on the way for some tech advantage. But he chose to go for the Paragon kill team. Which does he go for? He goes for the with the multi-melter. It has a multi-melter, it has power sword and multi-melters, I guess, and the other ones don't have heavy bolters on the side. Interesting choice. I need to note it down because I don't know which one of those are really the best, quote-unquote, best way to choose. The Confessor is alone here. Why is he not joined by why is he not joining Celestian Squad? I'm not really sure. He has a flamer drone here as well. Interesting. So this stealth suit is getting killed. This point is getting killed. We have now the battle suit. We have the collision center on the way. So the collision center will be able to get the what's the name of this guy with the staff and the cloak? The big guy. Everyone loves him. Ethereal. Is it Ethereal? I think it is. Yes! Getting my names right here. So 2 squads of Crisis Battlesuits all getting upgraded with the repair tool. Not sure if he wants to get a flamer. Maybe a flamer or missile pods. But they have these menacing pulse carbines and pulse rifles, I think. So they can deal damage against vehicles as well. So if he has the Ethereal out there, he provides global buffs to all infantry. Not sure about buffs to any vehicles. The battle is getting focused down here. The Pathfinder's marking them, and the Tau using his their superior range. Now everybody's going because his hero is out. Is he? Where is he actually? Here. He needs to summon the Honor Guard ASAP, and he does. And now probably getting disrupted and thrown in the fire line. He's using his call down ability here, and yeah, it didn't move out of it, so they all got a lot of damage. Now using also the hallucination to get some hallucinated crisis suits here for tanking some damage, and it kind of works. So the Castigator's focusing on them and keeping the enemies alive. Another big AoE attack, but did it go through? I don't think it went through because the Confessor died earlier. So this is still a hold for Tau, but the economy is in favor of the System of Battle by a big time. Probably going, looks like a tier 3 building, Shrine of the Living Saint, yes, so he's getting tier 4, and so the thing is, even if Tau would hold this attack, let's see if they will be able to. If they hold this attack, there is still the tier 4 on the way with some Living Saints, if he so desires, even a Titan building afterwards, if they have the money, and I think he has. These firewalls will not be able to deal with these Castigators. The Castigators will seal the deal here. What does he go for? He did go for the Battle Cannon. Very long range AoE, minor knockdown, effective against infantry and vehicles alike, so more or less long ranged AoE anti-everything thingy. But we have now the Commander Long Strike Gunship. This is tier 3, is it? Interesting. We have a tier 3 vehicle Commander Long Strike Gunship moving in, trying to focus down on those guys having a big AoE blast. Jesus. Castigators now moving in, so is he buying time or what? Everyone is focusing. He should leave him alone and focus on killing the base. Is he getting tier 4? He's not, whereas tier 4 is almost done for cklempay here. Come on, give me the big building here and see. Yeah, there we go. Look at the angel and the golden wings. There we go, back to the fight. There is no fight actually. Look at the range of the bodyguards. They fire from here over there. Jesus. There's quite a commander heavy thing for Tau, but he is missing the numbers. If you look at the pop cap, it's only 7 and 2, and a lot of more for the System of Battle. The Paragon kill team now. What do they have on the? They have some grenade launchers. Oh yes, that's why the multi-melter girls have some grenade launchers on top. And the other guys with their bolters have more bolters on their side. This is an interesting battlesuit, I have to say. I would not recommend to use them in melee because they die really quick. Let's just go to live 2 exorcists actually disrupting. I don't think these crisis battlesuits can be disrupted. No, they just stand here and be really cool. Is this the glow from the ethereal? I think it is. Looks really. Or was this something else? Cloned Crisis Battlesuits now here jumping into what was that actually? Can you use abilities on them or can't you? Ethereal now getting focused down because here it will go down and then it will deal a lot of damage to all. What is going on here? These jumps look really weird, I have to say. If the Ethereal goes down, he will deal a lot of damage and morale break to all units. I would recommend to put him back on his base, but I think the writing is on the wall. Even if he would go tier 4 now, cklempay is already tier 4. And probably building Living Saint. Yeah, we have Emmeline. That's my favorite one. For some reasons I have shown in a short. Look at her big hammer, you know. She has also an ability where she uses her hammer. Some more Celestians moving out, so this is probably the death push now. I don't think that this tower line here can hold the mighty big hammer of Saint Emmeline and her castigator battle cannons in tandem with these paragons with all sorts of weaponry. So is he using her hammer ability? Yeah, that's a one flame ability, and he has also a hammer ability where he hammers down at one spot. Is he using it or is she just stunned in place? There it is, like dealing some flaming damage in an AoE. She's actually taking quite a lot of damage from these what is it called? The Crisis Battlesuits there was. Yeah, the use of another AoE, the Penitent engine coming in as well. Even though if these all die, there's still a Living Saint, Castigators, a Penitent engine. They just jumped over here just to survive, I guess. Haha! Saint Emmeline is getting down. She has a chance to come back, I think. And yeah, let's see if she will actually die and if she will come back. How much HP does she have? 175, so she's about to go down if she's getting focused by that. There's nothing really left from Tau. She's actually regenerating more than he's getting dealt damage to. So this is GG's after quite a long game. Jesus, some minor misplays on both spots, but also very good plays on both sides as well. A little big power float here, but what do you do if you have so little points? You can get the requisition upgrades, but yeah, you also need to get some units out to survive. And yeah, this is game now. Saint Emmeline making another appearance here on the channel, which I really like. As I said, she's my favorite of the Living Saints, beating down the enemy HQ here in tandem with the Penitent engine. Will she go up again? Come on, do it for me. There she goes. Boom. There she goes. Haha. And this is GG. Very nice game. Back and forth, I have to say. Very good use of the Seraphims early on. Did he ever build the Pristine Sanctuary? He actually did. At some point he did build the Pristine Sanctuary back. A little late, if you ask me, but still, he got it. He got the upgrades, got the Inferno Pistols and everything. Yeah, losing a lot of models, that's how you... I mean, that's how it is if you attack a Tau firing line. So this is why the Tau was able to stay in the game, because yeah, you cannot trade effectively against Tau if you want to attack them actually. So you want to have more units, more points, more economy, whereas Tau can live similar to Elder. They can trade effectively even with having a lower economy. But enough talk of this time. Yeah, as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.